What's up, YouTube? What up, friends and fam? It's your boy Kenny Lucas back at it with another video. This one about mental health, this one about scheduling. And I just believe so firmly in this that I need to speak about it because it's what I realized today from my mistake of what I did. So if you can learn from my mistake and apply it to your scheduling, then chances are you'll take off in this life. So as some of you know, I've come up with a schedule for my daily routine, daily wake up time, daily workout, daily eating, daily working. And most of you know by now I own a landscaping company, and when you're the owner, you can technically set your own hours or whatever you want. And that's what I'm doing with this scheduling, is mapping out my day consecutively to almost be the same in the route of progress. So today I totally slipped up, and the scheduling also, what I've learned today is that the scheduling also needs non-negotiable rules that we live by. Like, one of my rules that I learned today is that I can no longer be sitting down for more than an hour at a time. Usually it's anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes at a time. Like, once I get to that point, it's like too much sitting down, but we'll just call it an hour 3 times a day. So that's 3 hours total of sitting down per day. That if I sit down more than that consecutively, like either reading, writing, driving, and then it's like gets a little very redundant, very depressing. I lack my energy, my body shape, my body dysmorphia comes in, and all these mental bad things happen in my mind that are just non-negotiably, like, it's not really conductive to who I want to be on this channel, on this earth, everything. I don't know how else to put it that way. Whether sitting down 3 hours is the right amount that I'm going to put on my scheduling, or 4 hours is, or 2 hours is, I'm going to put it down to be conscious of that, non-negotiable. Because today we went to Isabella. We drove around for a lot of the day. And we're in Puerto Rico right now, if you don't know where Isabella is. But me and Rachel, we drove around for a big part of the day. We did get a gym workout this morning, then we hit the road traveling. Wound up in Isabella, I think it was. Checked out the beach there, which I'm glad we did. I'm glad we checked that out, because Isabella is badass. We know where to rent a fucking scooter and go scootering for a while, and where there's a broad walk with a bike path. And this was suggested me to go check out the area by a real estate agent in the area, because he's a broker actually, and I've been talking to him through Facebook because I want to get into real estate down here in Puerto Rico. So he told me to go check out this area, also show me 2 listings, but like, which is great what we were doing today. We're checking out an area of where we want to potentially buy some real estate for rentals, for ownership, etc. But in the process, I really realized that I cannot be just making 6-hour treks in my car, 3 hours that way, 3 hours back, and expect to be living a happy life. Like, it's just non-negotiable. Realistically, I was talking to Rachel. I said we were traveling for a long time today, 3 hours one way, 3 hours the other way. Whether or not it was 3 hours, a good 2.5, you know what I'm saying? So realistically, what we need to do in situations like this is schedule our time. Realistically, me and her are very similar in the fact that we can't just sit down and do redundant things like drive and expect to live a happy, prosperous life. So in situations like this, we need to go grab a hotel while we look at this place. Hey, we like the area, we're going to meet up with the real estate agent tomorrow, so we might as well grab 2 nights type deal. So it's a live and learn experience. Sometimes you try to be cheap with your money and save all your money for just savings, which brings me to the other fact. This is what we're taught our whole life, whether it be through school, most of us through our parenting, our parents at home. I'm not going to speak on other parents at home because I don't know how you guys were raised, but I do know how some friends were raised and stuff like this. But it's just, I find there's a lack of understanding and teaching about finances, money, that I missed out on personally, for sure. And, other people who I've talked to, others, have too. So that brings there's like a big breach in learning that people aren't really experiencing until they pop up on a channel like mine or something like this, where I just pray like a kid growing up watches my channel, and I break down money and checks and balances and how to get a loan, how to get good credit, how to buy Bitcoin, how to buy Ethereum. It's new stuff now, but it brings me up to the other subject of how beautiful of a fucking time we are living in as human beings. So today, on our way back from from Isabella, we fucking put on some NFT talk. I've been doing some study on NFT. I probably have a total of watching about 10 hours, close to 10 hours of NFT talk, where we're talking about buying NFTs, searching NFTs, and all this. I'm at the point where I do know how to buy NFTs on the blockchain, which don't let the blockchain really fucking confuse you, because this blockchain talk, they're just talking about websites where you have a wallet, you're buying an NFT from a source, call it eBay. It's the eBay of today's time, and it's called OpenSea. Whether you have your wallet from, I believe it's MetaFox. Hold on, I'm gonna pop this up so I'm not talking out of my ass. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. It's called MetaMask that I have as a wallet for OpenSea. So you really can't let this whole blockchain thing scare you. To my understanding, all blockchain is related to the internet, to a website, or the internet to, I guess you could even say, a currency like Visa. You know what I mean? But this is just, it's like the same thing except on a different platform, because you do have the blockchain, which the blockchain is a system that has pretty much a history of everything going down. It's almost a different way to track history, in my opinion, that we've never seen before, that we've always talked about, like digitalizing everything. And that's what this is, I believe, is digitalizing everything. So everything is in a digital form, especially money. And this is just how things are going down now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a digitalized receipt on the platform of fucking everything. And then that's what an NFT is, to me at least, So you do have the blockchain. The blockchain has Bitcoin. The blockchain also has Ethereum. These are the two biggest things on the blockchain. There's other things on the blockchain, other currencies and whatnot, that are respected, are used, but they're, to my understanding, never going to be as big as Bitcoin or Ethereum. This is just my simplified, dumbed down version. Like, a lot of nerds will give you their scientific explanation of what it actually is, because they're actually a coder and they're not really breaking it down in terms of like normal people per se. I'm just looking at it as a standpoint of buying and making money off of it for now, but also long view, where, name my company right there, but the long view of things, where really it's gonna turn into digital receipts for everything, given time, given opening up to different networks and different people. But for now, I do think it's lining up pretty well with Metaverse, which is the Facebook, which is Meta. If you look at MetaMask, this is the same thing as Metaverse. And this is, I don't know why they call the wallet a mask for this app, but you have MetaMask and Metaverse. So yeah, those are the two biggest platforms, and like nobody's really talking about the Metaverse right now in mainstream society, but Metaverse is literally spending millions and millions of dollars into this thing. And Metaverse is a new version of Facebook that's going to put everything digitalized, that's going to put everything online. And that's what MetaMask is too. It's obviously the top dog here, you know what I mean? MetaMask, Metaverse, the owner of Facebook owns. I don't know who owns MetaMask. I will look that up right now. and this is who owns MetaMask, which is him right here. Joseph Lubin founded the company that found MetaMask, pretty much. And I just looked up for shits and gigs. I started going to Wormhole of this Ethereum thing, and the programmer of Ethereum is a 28-year-old named Vitalik Buterin. And it says he is born in... Where is he born? Okay, yeah, he is born in Russia. And that's funny because on the video on the way home, they said it's a very strict... hold on. The Ethereum rule book is kind of very strict. I would call it almost communist playbook or communist like judging on this thing. When I was listening to the thing though, so that's funny that the developer is from Russia. That makes a lot of sense. But I do agree with Russian way of government on a lot of things as far as when, you know, the law is the law, the law is the law, and that's with money. So like I was listening to this thing and it was like, you know, it's a very strict way of being Ethereum is, and I don't know enough to speak about it, but I just want to speak on this channel so you guys start doing your research on this shit and hopefully it motivates y'all. That's really, I got totally off subject and got into it and decided to keep you guys on the loop on the brainstorm, but I'm sorry about that. And just start doing research on Coinbase, on fucking OpenSea. If you have any questions about NFTs or something, like comment down below. I'll try to answer them. You know what I mean? I'm just Googling stuff and being a student myself. So just learn how to buy an NFT because I plan to sell NFTs on this channel and that would help us out a lot. Just know that NFTs and Ethereum and Bitcoin, it's all a good thing for everybody. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, this stuff is really, really cool. It's gonna almost equalize a lot of things, and there's gonna be more millionaires or more rich people than there ever has been in this universe ever, which is pretty special. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I'm sorry. Just want to give you guys a freaking video today because it's been hectic. It's really been about getting that schedule on point. But we've been doing some study on the Bitcoin too and the blockchain. So just got excited about things. But with that, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's go. Peace.